Welcome into the Cactus Golf Podcast. This is episode number 96. I don't always introduce ourselves, but I'm Blair Bouillet. This is Matt Erickson. We have Olympic golf to review today.
And we have a golf podcast.
We have a golf podcast. We're going to talk about the Olympic golf that happened last week. I have actually two news news items to go over. We have the Wyndham Championship preview, the final tournament of the PGA season, regular season at least, and some betting corner. A couple things I wanted to start off with for news here is we saw Keegan Bradley get chosen as the President's Cup vice captain. Get a little taste before the real deal of the Ryder Cup afterwards.
Yeah,
To be
honest, I missed that apparently.
Okay.
I didn't even see it.
I think it says Stuart Sink is the President's Cup captain. I want to say Stuart Sink.
Okay, I completely missed it. To be honest, I have no idea.
Yep,
so this is new. You're breaking the news to me.
Keegan Bradley, vice captain for President's Cup.
Well, that's
I
good.
did just see today on Twitter that the PGA Tour has a new major sponsor for the Charlotte, North Carolina tournament. At Quail Hollow. It was formerly the Wells Fargo.
Oh, okay.
Formerly the Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow is now going to be called the Truist Championship. So Truist.
It's not the true.
Not the Trust Championship.
It's just the truest.
Truist, like Truist.
Truest.
No E.
No, that's a true True.
Truist.
Yeah, interesting. All right, well.
Truist? Is there a Truist? No, it's Truist.
How do you actually spell it?
Well, it's Truist, like I said.
Oh, okay. I don't see an I in that pic. I'm far away though. I can't.
But
really see
that'll be the new Quail Hollow. Truist Championship at Quail Hollow.
Cool.
Instead of Wells Fargo. So sell your Wells Fargo stock, maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
What do they even do? Do you know?
I don't know. Good question.
I'll look it up.
But look at that. Do your own research. Like they say, do your own research. Jay Monahan, made that announcement this morning. This morning. Well, if you're listening to it, we're recording right now on the 6th. So you're probably listening to it on the 7th. So he made that announcement Monday morning. But that's the only two news items I had.
They're a bank, financial corporation. That's probably what I should have figured.
Okay. They're the Truist Bank.
Yeah, they're headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Isn't Wells Fargo like Minnesota or something? I want to say Wells Fargo is like Minnesota.
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Well,
take two.
All right. I wouldn't have guessed that. Why did I think Minnesota? I don't know why I was thinking that. Okay.
PNC is Pittsburgh.
Well, I knew that one, because Pittsburgh Pirates Stadium is PNC.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out here, but I got nothing for you.
Chase? Well, Chase, Wells Fargo are like collab. They're kind of the same thing, right? No? Am I completely wrong on that?
Chase and Wells Fargo are definitely separate.
They're not like together?
No.
Wait, no, JP Morgan's what I was thinking. JP Morgan, not Wells Fargo. That's right. JP Morgan.
All right. Back to golf. Obviously, we're not experts in the financial space, I guess. Or at least where the companies are headquartered.
Nope. But, that's all. Did you have any other...
I have nothing.
Okay.
I have no news and notes. That, like I said, your news to me was truly news to me.
Okay. Well, get your head out of the sand, man.
All right, listen, man. I'm just packing orders every day.
All right. Let's move over to the Olympic golf review here. So, Scottie, he storms back on Sunday to take gold.
Well, this is news to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Breaking news. 3 days old. Scottie storms back on Sunday to take gold, and he earns a whopping $38,000. Yeah. I think it's actually $37,500, I want to say. I think it was $37,500. Yeah. All Americans that earn gold. We talked about this, right? Yeah, I think all Americans that earn gold.
If only he was from Kazakhstan.
$37,500. Yeah, if only.
3-bedroom apartment, baby.
Gosh darn it. He also, we talked about this last week as well. Player of the year is over with now. That's If Xander had won, then we have a debate.
That's literally one of my bullet points.
Yeah, if Xander had won, we have a debate, but it's a wrap now. We can
over.
We can have the ceremony now.
Yeah.
But John Rahm has a back nine collapse. He raced out to a 4-stroke lead, played the final 7 holes in 36 strokes. Scottie played them in 26, and that's all she wrote after that point.
Yeah, there were so many people like they were like, stick to your 54 hole.
As if Bryson didn't just win a major.
Yeah, like it's just God, it is so annoying that whatever it is, what it is. That was tough to watch, Rom. I watched a decent amount on Sunday. Pretty much when we were waking up, it was already.
I watched him get to the lead. I had to go. I forget what I did. I went golfing Sunday, so I had to tune out when the collapse started happening. Yeah. I tuned out, and then the collapse happened, basically. Yeah. So I left, and I was like, crap, all my bets are going to lose. Gosh darn it. And then I started golfing, and he collapsed, yeah.
Yeah. That was not a good look for Rom.
I have Fleetwood, bridesmaid once again.
Man, dude.
You know the movie 27 Dresses? You don't, of course. No. But there's a movie, 27. The girl's a bridesmaid 27 times, before she gets married.
Really?
That might as well be Fleetwood. Where you got?
Yeah. You know, is this un-American? I almost was rooting for Fleetwood to win.
Well, I mean, I bet on him, so I felt good because I had going into the final day, I had Xander and Fleetwood outrights. I had Scottie. We'll get to that later, but I didn't. I mean, he was down further, so I'm like, I got Xander, Fleetwood. I got a good chance of getting one of these here, and the one I wasn't expecting on the final day came through for me. Yeah. We'll get to that later, but yeah. So I mean, I guess I was rooting for him just for betting wise. Other than outside of betting, I don't. Whatever.
I think it would just be cool to see him again. I mean, it's not a PGA Tour event, obviously, where he still remains winless. So it'd just be kind of one of those things, like a little asterisk win again, where it's like not on the actual tour. It's not DP.
You could also make the argument though that like it'd be similar path to Xander because he got his gold medal before he won the majors and stuff.
Yeah,
he won PGA tournaments before.
Tommy's got to be way older than Xander, right? I did this last time, and
at the time he was older. Now, I think there might be similar age. Really? Similar. I think Xander's like 30, maybe.
I feel like Fleetwood's.
But like Xander won his gold 3 years ago in 2021 because COVID pushed it back. Like at the time, he'd be older. I want to say.
Tommy's 33.
Yeah, we talked about that. I want to say Xander's like 30, maybe.
Oh man, I'm finding.
So I guess at the time they'd be 3 years. I want to say 3 years difference, something like that. Because I think Xander 29, 30, 31. He's got to be somewhere in there.
I want to say 29, 30.
Okay, yeah, so 30. So he won the gold at 27. Tommy won his silver at 33. So yeah, they're definitely different. But maybe a similar timeline. Okay, so if Tommy had won the gold, maybe that propels him. I don't know. But Xander had PGA wins under his belt prior to the gold though. So
correct. Yeah.
A little different there.
It's not apples to apples.
But like I said, I bet on Fleetwood outright last week. I just got flat out. Fleetwood doesn't have the dog in him. And I am moving on from his outrights. He's in the fee now bucket.
Really?
Never betting the outright ever again. I'll put like a top 20 or something. Never betting the outright ever again. We need that whiteboard we keep talking about.
You said that last time with Xander.
Yeah, you're right.
And then he ended up winning. But
I bet him outright Masters, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. And then I don't know. Yeah, Tommy's hard, man. I mean, as far as like a betting pick, it's smart not to pick him. I mean, statistically, he just shows that he maybe just isn't capable of it. He's just not able to figure it out. I mean, his approach shot on 18 to be able to give himself...
he was tied going into 17, I think, right? And he bogeyed 17. That took him out because he was... Yeah, I was watching. I was like keeping track of it on my on the course when I was playing, and I was like, oh man, Tommy like birdied to tie it, and then he bogeyed 17 to get out of the playoff.
I mean, he had his
I didn't see
his approach shot sailed. Mm. So
and 18 was tough. The stretch was tough. Like 16, 17, 18, I think were the toughest holes on the course. The last thing I had here was Victor Perez misses the podium, but he was like the firecracker. He electrified the French crowd. You know, he's the hometown kid. I know you had Pavone, but he was the hometown kid that really got the crowd going. He missed out on the podium, missed out on the medals, but it was really cool to see. I saw him draining. I mean, I was watching the broadcast, and all they were showing was him just draining putts. That's all the broadcast showed, I feel like. But he finished fourth, just outside, like I said, the medal place there, but had an excellent week. And the crowd was definitely behind him, so that was cool to see. I'll go through the rest of the top 10 here. Scottie, gold. Tommy Fleetwood, silver. Hideki, bronze. Oddly enough, I thought we were going to have a playoff for one of them, but that's really odd that we didn't have any for any of them.
Yeah.
I want to say last Olympics was like a 4 or 5 way playoff or something like that, but not this year. And solo fourth, Victor Perez, and then a T5 we had Rory, Rahm, solo seventh, Nikolai Højgaard, solo eighth, Tom Kim, T9, Corey Connors, Jason Day, Joaquin Niemann, Thomas Detry, Xander Schauffele. Some more notables here. Wyndham, T14, made a bit of a comeback on Sunday. Ludwig, T18, Colin Morikawa, T24, Victor Hovland, T30, and I had Matt Fitzpatrick withdrew, I think, after Friday. Or was it Saturday? Friday or Saturday he withdrew.
Saturday, because he wrapped up on Friday, shot an 81, I think, on Friday, and then ended up with, maybe he withdrew right after that, or just withdrew on Saturday, I don't know, whatever, regardless. Did you ever figure out the reason why he withdrew? I didn't see.
I think it was an injury or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was anything other than, personal injury. I think it was like a thumb, maybe, I want to say. Maybe a thumb? Or am I thinking somebody else had a thumb injury? I can't remember. But I want to say, it was definitely like some kind of injury. It wasn't like personal or anything like that.
Right thumb strain.
There you go. Thumb, yeah. Don't ask me how I do that. I'm not sure. That's all I had, though. You have anything else to add before? Yeah. Do you have more than one truth? Any truths for Scottie?
Well, before I get to that, Tom Kim.
Yeah.
That's
well, so I believe. Well, you go ahead.
Yeah. So, the big news was him and someone else. I forgot who it was now.
Well, Sungjae, right?
Was it Im?
Well, South Korea has their thing.
Yeah, it was another country that I remember seeing.
I don't remember.
I remember it was one more country. I don't think it was Im, so I would remember Im. But anyways, Tom Kim, at least, had to have a podium finish to not have a mandatory military service.
And that's how South Korea is for all their sports. Yeah. There's a soccer player on my Tottenham Hotspurs who had to avoid. He had to do an accomplishment. I believe, though, how it works is it's not just medal finishes. Like, there's other ways they can avoid it by doing some kind of, like, other significant thing. Mm-hmm. I want to say, like, something with a President's Cup. So we have that this year. I think if, like, they win or something like that, he can still avoid it. I didn't look into it, but I'm pretty sure there's other ways. Like, it's not this is the only way to avoid it. Mm-hmm. I think there's other ways that they can avoid it by doing that. I'm not sure of all that.
Did you see the video of him signing a scorecard afterwards? He was
like Scottie was like consoling him on 18 too, and all the way.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, how do you want to celebrate? Because they're good friends, so it's like you just won a tournament, but now your buddy's going to get possibly going to go to have military.
I think it's like a 2-year service or something.
21 months, yeah. Which is weird. I don't know how you get 21 months, but whatever. But yeah, so that's tough.
But yeah, I don't think it's hard to get out of it if you're like of his caliber. Like, I think there's other ways. So I wouldn't say like this end all be all of this, but it would have been good to like get that off your back right now rather than waiting and seeing. But
for sure.
Yeah, I think there's other ways that they can avoid it though. So hopefully we won't. Hopefully for Tom's sake we'll have him.
It's gotta be tough. Like,
have something come through so he'll be able to avoid that.
Playing a professional sport and then 21 months you got to step away. I'm sure there's probably maybe he gets like some sort of like a lenient thing maybe where he still at least practice or something, like
maybe practice.
That's tough. That's got to be hard.
Yeah,
it's got to be really tough to switch like that.
But yeah, I know. The soccer player I thought Heung-min Son, I want to say his name is, like, for Tottenham. Yeah, he missed on the medal at the Olympics, but he did something soccer wise that made him avoid it or allowed him to avoid it. So there's other ways, and so hopefully, I would have to assume, I didn't look into it, but I have to assume something with the President's Cup could allow him to avoid it. We'll see this year.
Yeah.
But
you asked if I had two truths and a lie to do with. I didn't make it about Scottie. I made it about the Golf Olympics.
Okay.
In general. So, if you were, obviously you were, but anyone listening was part of the live stream. They had some studying for this. So a couple of our questions were about the Olympics and the live stream. Here we go. And you talked about some of them. Find the lie. Golf was brought back into the Olympics in 2016. Great Britain leads all-time gold medals for golf, obviously.
Oh, for golf.
Yeah, not just.
I was gonna say, whoa.
Yeah. So Great Britain leads all-time gold medals in golf. Last Olympics, there was a 7-way playoff for third place.
Middle one's false.
Yes.
Okay. I knew there was a tie or a playoff. I didn't know. I forgot it was 7. I knew it was like 5 at least. I thought.
Yeah, you said that, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
I thought it was at least 5.
Did you really just freaking say that?
And then the first one, we obviously talked about it on the live stream.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah,
we were going back and forth on like what year for sure it was brought back. I think it was 2012 or 2016, but it was the
I think it was
Rio.
Rose,
Justin Rose,
and then Xander in 21.
Yes,
because it got delayed.
Yeah,
COVID.
Yeah.
And now Scottie. Yep. All right. Well, I guess while we're here, before we move on, we talked about it last week, and I posted about it. We now have the USA major sweep, gold medal. Instagram decided that does not make up for the right.
No, there was a lot of strong.
A lot of people said no.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone said yes. And it was mostly just for the content, Mostly drum up some content here.
I said yes. I thought I saw some.
I didn't scour to look for a yes, but I didn't see one jump out at me either. But I kind of agree. But it softens the blow, but it doesn't make up for it.
Yeah.
It does, if I was European, I would be like, no. Like that doesn't mean anything. But if I'm, obviously I'm American, I'm like, oh, I'm making the case for it. I'm going to make the case. Like, oh, yeah.
We have one yes.
Oh, okay. It's a hell yes, too.
Yeah. There's actually another one. Yes, it does. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, more than I thought, actually. I thought there was a hell no. So
there's a lot of
that
no's.
cancels out the hell
I think
yes.
the very first comment was like, just no. That was it. No, exclamation point, a period. Just no. It was the very first comment, I want to say.
Yeah.
But I don't think it doesn't, but I can make the case for it that it does. But it also makes me feel better about the future, hopefully, so that's good.
Yeah.
But we can keep moving here to the Wyndham Championship preview. Like I said earlier, the final regular season event of the PGA Tour. We have defending champion Lucas Glover. Remember, he went on a two week run here for a little bit last year. Lucas Glover. Sedgefield Country Club, Greensboro, North Carolina, par 70, 7,131 yards. And this is going to be, as kind of stated, final regular season event, final chance to earn a spot in the top 70 for the FedEx Cup playoffs. I didn't think anybody was that close, but then I realized Jordan Spieth is 62 right now in FedEx. So he'll be here this week, and if he misses the cut, I don't know the math, but he might miss the playoffs.
That's scary.
But at least last year we had Justin was outside coming into this. At least he's inside coming into it. But it's definitely not a given that that Spieth's gonna be making the run at the FedEx Cup playoffs.
I think he will. That's just a hot take.
I don't know how many points and whatnot he has to. I don't know if missing the cut. It probably depends on what people behind him do.
Yeah.
As well, it's not just simply up to him.
Yeah.
But it's easily possible that he could miss the cut. We have let's see, Lucas Glover right outside of it. We'll see Shank, Højgaard, let's see, Kitayama, Davis Riley just outside. They could easily, I think, jump. Obviously, the first thing that would have to happen is I think Spieth missed the cut, and then have at least he's 62 right now. Have at least 7-8 players jump. So he's in the driver's seat. It's he kind of controls his destiny at this point, but it is kind of sketchy
for sure.
Some of the notable names in the field, since a lot of people have already locked their places in, we don't have the strongest field, but some in the field are Zalatoris. We got Shane Lowry, Sungjae, McIntyre. Sungjae Im's listed here twice. What the heck? Billy Horschel, Brian Harmon, Cameron Young, Justin Rose, and Minwoo Lee. So some names there, and a lot on the line for the players that aren't listed there.
Yeah. Purse size is $7.9 million, so obviously a little bit smaller. Current favorite I have is Im at plus 1,200, followed by Siwoo Kim at 2,200. So pretty big jump over there. You got anything else before I give my pick?
Nope.
I'm gonna go Shane Lowry this week.
Okay.
Shane Lowry plus 2,500. Already has that one win towards the earlier half of the season down under his belt, and of those, he had 16 events this season, and his last 4 starts. You ready for this? T19, T9, 6, and then last week at the Olympics, T26. So he's been playing some pretty good golf lately. So I like him for this week. A little bit semi-ish weaker of a field. So
I'm going with Harmon. I liked he's a little higher up on the board. I like the fact that he didn't play the Olympics. You know, it's like an emotional event. You know, also the travel, going overseas. So I kind of like that he has maybe the week off. Didn't have the the taxing mental aspect there as well. So I kind of liked that. I didn't. Not everyone I picked for betting corner later on fits that mold, but I liked Harmon. Higher up the board. Not a super strong field. I think this tournament has produced a lot of long shots, but I like Harmon, and I think he was 2,200 plus 2,200 to win. But I like the fact that he didn't travel, didn't have the mental taxation from playing last week, in an emotional event like the Olympics. We saw Scottie cry after winning the gold, and the crowd was obviously into it. So I think that was a pretty emotional event, maybe taxing on some of the other players. So I like the fact that Harmon didn't have that.
All right. Well, we'll see.
All right. Betting corner.
Yes. So nothing. I had nothing. You had 38 units. What I'm assuming you said is the Scottie piece.
It was Scottie, yeah.
So current standings, I'm minus 332. You're minus 127. So still some weeks left. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, we got this week and then the playoffs.
The only thing I had that was somewhat in contention for a little bit. Well, Xander is one of my double chance. So that was in contention for a minute. And then I had Matt Fitzpatrick, a top 5, which before he had that blow up round and an injury was actually coming into play. But everything else than that, I really didn't have.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to now in the moment. Pavone was DFL.
Yeah. Yes. He didn't shine last
It's like Perez just zapped his powers and just took all the French power.
I don't know what happened there. That was a bad pick. That's all I gotta say about that one.
What's it called? It was in that movie. What was it about? The 2008 financial crisis. It has the guy from The
Don't
Office.
even try. Oh, who?
The guy, Carell.
Steve Carell?
He has him in it.
Oh.
Why can't I think of the name?
Yeah.
The Big Short.
Yes.
Good movie.
Yes.
And the guys that are famous are like, oh yeah, our strategy is based on hit big, miss small.
Yeah.
That's the Pavone pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit big. The small the miss is gonna be bad, but it's a small miss. It's all right. It's all right.
It is what it is. It's okay.
I just had Scottie win. Like I said, going into Sunday, I thought one of the two would be Xander or Fleetwood. I felt pretty good about it because they were I think Xander was leading, Fleetwood was T2 with Rahm. I'm like, all right, I got a 2/3 chance here. And then they both kind of fell off, and Scottie just stormed back and won. So all good in my book. I don't know. It's fine with me. I had I could have won my second pick.
Your best case scenario is that someone won. So.
Well, yeah, or my parlay as well. I had Xander and Nora in the top 10. Xander was top 10, right? Yeah, he was T9. So it would have been dead heated. Well, no, it was including ties. So yeah, but Noren wasn't even close to 10. So that's all right.
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead and go first?
Sure. You all still have 5 picks, right?
Yeah.
So I went this pick 2 weeks ago. It didn't work out, but I'm going to try it again because that's the definition of insanity. And I'm going Nick Dunlap again. A top 20 finish this week, plus 350, 23 units. So obviously 3 weeks ago, he had his second win of the season. So
I think it was 3 weeks because I picked him the next week and I think he missed the cut.
I think we must have both had him because I had him that week too.
Yeah.
After he did miss the cut, I remember that for sure.
Because he won the Barracuda and I think at the 3M he missed. Yeah.
Yeah, but both of his wins, the following event he missed the cut.
Yeah.
And then the following event after that, he had a pretty decent okay finish. So
okay.
That's my strategy. Going after following the pattern here.
Fair enough.
Following the patterns.
Small sample size, but okay.
That's it. I had other years to compare against right now.
All right. We're starting off with a parlay here. I like my parlays this season. We'll see how they end for me. But I'm going Im, the favorite, with Eric Cole, top 20, including ties, plus 554, 26 units. I like Im for, weak field. He's got the game. It's not a long hitter's track, and he's not a long hitter. It's going to be a second shot course, and I think he's the rightfully the favorite for that. And I think Eric Cole, last year's Rookie of the Year, started off the season weak, but he's been coming back lately over the last month and a half, and so I think a top 20 for both of those. Both of them is a good pick, so I like that for my first pick here.
All right. My second one, I just want to pull this up just to see. Yeah, we're good. My second one is I'm going another top 20 finish. I'm going to try and stick away from, I'm only doing one outright as usual, but try and stick away from the top fives this week. But I'm going Adam Hadwin. First time I think I've ever picked Adam Hadwin.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever picked him before, to be honest with you. Top 20 finish, plus 320, 24 units on Adam. So, I don't know. I really don't know.
Different Adam than you usually pick.
Not Adam Shank. Not Adam Shank, no. Something I was, you know what? I was missing a Canadian in this mix, and I was thinking either him or Nick Taylor, and I didn't like the Nick Taylor one.
All
so
right.
I think Adam Hadwin, if I remember correctly, if you look at like top 20 finishes from this season, I think at like 25 to 27% of the time he had a top 20 finish, and Nick Taylor, it was like in the low teens. So that's why I went Hadwin.
All right.
Yeah.
Good math there.
That's right.
My next one, I'm going. This man did play in the Olympics. It's Thomas Detry, going to top 10, plus 450, 22 units. I think his talent's just underrated, and I think for those odds, I don't like flirting with the top fives. It's a little bit of a small window, but I like
especially this like weaker field too.
Yeah,
it's so volatile.
And like I said earlier, it's known to produce some longer shots, but maybe I'm doing the wrong strategy here. But I just think his talent stands out in the field for a top 10 plus 450 odds. I like that. So pretty simple, cut and dry.
I am going my third pick. I'm going to Akshay Bhatia. Top 10, plus 350, 23 units on Akshay this week. He's another one that he gets hot and cold. I feel like, he had a stretch, I want to say a month or so ago, where he was doing pretty well, and kind of sizzled out a little bit. And I think this is on time to reactivate before he jumps into the FedEx Cup.
Okay, Akshay. My next one, again, similar to Detry, Nikolai Højgaard. I think his talent's just there. I've bet him a few times in the last month or two. I think he, just like Detry, he was a top 10 at the Olympics, so they're both somewhat in form here. And I think, again, like I said, with Detry, the talent just stands out in the field, and he's at the same odds at top 10, plus 450. So I'm going the same exact units on that one as well, 22 units. So I like just the talent stands out. I like both those young players to come through here with the top 10, maybe win even. But I like that. So just betting on the talent here. I've done, like I said earlier, I bet Højgaard a few times here. I like just keep hammering it. I like the talent that's going to come through.
All right. My next, second to last one is another one that I haven't bet in a long time, because he's a little volatile as well. I'm going a little bit off the path this week. And if it's broke, we got to fix it. So I'm going Cameron Young this week. It's not bad. Not crazy. Top 10 finish, plus 320 units on Cameron Young. So obviously a little bit longer of a hitter.
Plus 300?
Plus 300.
20 units?
Yes.
That doesn't get you to even.
I know. Yeah.
I'm trying to math in my head here. That's against your MO.
I know. I'm surprised you noticed that, actually. Yes. Yeah. Plus 320 units. It's I'm gonna get like 80 units back if that hits.
Yeah. You need something else to hit. Okay.
So.
All right, Cam Young. All right,
Told you if it's broke, you got to fix it. So we're trying something
all right,
here.
Fair enough. All right, my last one here is your first one, Nick Dunlap. You did top 20?
Yeah.
I'm going top 10. Do you one better here? I am going, top 10 plus 600. 20 units on him. Yeah, he's got the talent. Again, it's similar to Hoyer Detry, but, he just turned pro, just won, and the talent's there. He didn't play in the Olympics. Maybe he's, coming off a, mental break. Some of these other guys maybe a little more mentally taxed, and I like that. It's a little longer down the board. Like I said, this tournament's produced some longer winners, even though I'm not picking him to win. The top 10's there, so I like that. For plus 600, I like the odds for his talent that he's got.
Nice. This is my next pick. I'm going Im and Lowry, double chance, plus 1,000, 10 units on the duo there. So I originally went with the triple chance, but my units were messed up a little bit, so I went down to the double. Like I said, Lowry was the main one I was looking for, but Im currently the betting favorite of the two. So I'm not too upset about it. So
okay. My last one, I'm going with my pick, Harman. I said 22. He was actually 28 to 1 is what I had here. I should have just looked down on my notes a little further. 28 to 1 for outright for Harman. I like those odds. 10 units, a little sprinkle there. If we can get one of these 5 to hit, we're getting even closer. At least got a little bit of cushion on you, but ultimate goal is to get in the green at least. So if we can get 2 of these in the green, or 2 of these to hit, we're in the green overall. So that's good. So those are my 5. That's all I got.
That's all I got as well.
Okay.
Are we? So we had some listeners last week that took advantage of the pumpernickel. Actually, decent people were DMing me, and I had turned down and be like, "Oh, sorry, man."
I had one. Blaine Johnson, the double winner.
I know he told me you already told him because he messaged me as well.
The double winner on our live stream tried to get a triple chance.
He was like, "There's no way this works." I'm like, "Oh man, I wish it did." We
maybe we'll do it again. Not right now, but we'll do it again at some point.
Yeah.
So keep listening. Maybe you'll hear a little what do we call it, Easter egg?
Yeah.
A little Easter egg.
Yeah. So
maybe next time it'll be 100. Maybe it'll be 10. I don't know.
Maybe it can be just a gift card. It can be like, I don't know. Tickets to the Masters. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy.
If only we controlled that.
One day. We have a printer. That'd be so messed up if we printed fake tickets and sent someone there.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
Remember that Instagram thing way back in high school? It was that red swimsuit that got posted a billion times and they didn't even send them out.
They didn't?
Because we talked to that guy. Remember on the phone?
Yeah. I thought we talked about it. I thought they sent it out though.
Really?
No?
I thought a ton of those girls didn't end up getting their swimsuit.
I don't remember.
Because it was just so many.
Yeah. Was it a free swimsuit?
Yeah, you post it and you get a free swimsuit.
How do they even track that?
Yeah, so I completely believe that not everyone got their swimsuit.
Yeah, there's no chance. Not every single person.
I saw that 100 times one day.
You know what? My sister, I want to say, probably retweeted that or posted that or whatever. I don't remember ever her getting that.
Yeah.
And I remember you posted it. Did you get?
Did I post
it? I didn't know you in high school.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I was just messing with you.
I think that was in high school, right?
Yeah, it was high school.
I think it was high school.
It was high school. Yeah, we did talk to that guy.
2012 or something like that. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. What could we do? Share this if you want a free golf ball.
One ball.
It's just a solid one ball.
That would be good. All right. Well, that's going to do it for episode, 96 here.
Yeah.
We're getting close to 100. Actually, the end of the season will be episode 100, I want to say. The Tour Championship. Did I have that right?
It is.
This is 96, 7, 97, 98. No, 99 will be Tour. So the start of the new season will be 100. Start of the new season will be episode 100.
97. What are we at, 96 or 97?
So 96, 97, 98, 99. So start of the new season will be episode 100. The Cactus Golf Podcast.
Well, that's weird because it's not really the new season.
Yeah, it is.
Because the way the PGA does it.
Or it's year round now. So
yeah.
I guess end of the regular season. Start of FedEx Cup fall.
Fall. Yeah.
So you're right. You're not new season technically.
And that's really weird.
Well, that sounds worse off the tongue, so we'll just edit that part out.
No, that's too hard to find this clip right here.
That'll do it for this episode, though. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and tune in next week.
Peace.